Welcome to another edition of backpacking. Take 3 in the Badlands this year, actually. I'm doing a solo. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna be careful and make sure I don't do anything an old man couldn't do. Being a little more adventurous this time, going out the Deer Haven loop at the Canada picnic area. Hoping to end up at Deer Haven. Pretty warm today, it's only 80 degrees, but with zero shade, it's pretty impactful. That's about all I have to say about that. About to hit the trail. Not sure if you guys can see the deer out here or not. It's so bright and sunny I can't see my screen, so I'm totally guessing. I think it's a mule deer. I'm going to try to get a little closer. Quite a ways out right now, but she, I believe, is just wandering across this little meadow. I think I'm about 1.5 miles in. I haven't seen Deer Haven yet. Nice breeze, so I'm staying relatively cool. Alright everybody, I think, actually I know that that's Deer Haven. It looks super close, but I'm guessing it's probably a little bit more complicated than that. It's a little windy, hopefully you can hear me. About 3 miles in, if I didn't have this breeze, I'd probably be dying. It's like standing on a white sheet. Hopefully you can see. But I have no complaints. It is 75 degrees and blue skies. Whining would be pretty dumb. So every campsite has a story. This one is simple. I didn't feel like climbing up that, and I wandered around a little bit, only to find something more desirable even than trees. Shade. So here's camp, just in this little cove, I guess you'd call it. Pretty big rocks behind me, pretty protected, don't see any animal tracks. It's not gonna rain, so I don't need to worry about that. Should be a pretty peaceful night, nice and quiet. Just had some delightful tuna on a tortilla. Now I'm gonna go wander around a little bit, I think. Bragging about checking out my camp and making sure everything's safe. Not that I'm going to get attacked by coyotes, but that would either be a coyote or a, I think what they call them is a land dog or domesticated dog. Anyway, I wouldn't mind hearing a few howl, but I don't want them digging through my garbage at night. We'll see what happens. Found some neat spots. I'm just on a little packless walk. I'm not more than about a quarter mile from my campsite. There must be some remnants of Deer Haven up there. I see some think they're junipers. My dad would kill me for not knowing that. Some big holes in that rock, and this must be washout, obviously, because there's this big weird green area. I want to see some damn bighorn sheep, but despite my stealth and knowledge of how to track sheep, I'm not having any luck. If you don't know me, that's sarcasm. Well, I didn't do this right. I'm gonna crouch here. Looks pretty neat the way I'm standing. I thought I'd never come out from behind the camera, and since I'm alone and there's no soul out here to make me feel sheepish, I'll show you guys my beautiful face. I was hiking around out here in this canyon, kind of right next to Deer Haven. It's my third trip out here to Badlands this year. More out of convenience and coronavirus than anything, but every time I come out I find a new spot, and this is probably my favorite so far. It's really out on the west side of the park, and feels just more secluded, little different formations. Supposed to be more wildlife and buffalo and things like that, but I haven't seen anything other than one doe mule deer. Anyway, I just thought I'd say hi, bring myself out from behind the realm that I hide, say hello, check in with you again. I'm going to probably have some supper after a little bit if I can work up the appetite in this climate, and we'll see you soon. So, new toy courtesy of my sister Molly. She got it for me as a gift. I brewed my first cup of coffee, the Jetboil Flash. Have not taken my first sip. See if I can't test that out for you quick. I'm not positive I did it correctly. I did it correctly. It tastes like homebrewed coffee. It's just a little French press, collapsible it comes with. Quite handy, and I'm very satisfied. Other than not sure how to clean the mess up very well, especially in the Badlands where you have to carry all your water in. Somebody needs to invent better dishwashing methods. Some sort of a wipe or rinse wipe. I don't know. Pretty interesting story. I'm sure you're all excited to hear. The jet boil flash. It took all of 60 seconds to boil the water. And the coffee's really good. So I'm hell-bent on seeing wildlife, so I'm not going to talk much, but pretty cool panorama I got going on here. I am currently just hiking around after my meager rations for dinner. Up there, I'm going to walk a little bit further. It looks to be like a weird tunnel. I'm certainly not going to go under, but it's a cave that I can see light on the other side of. I feel like this is bigger than the other part of the park. Either that or I just feel smaller because I'm all by my lonesome. Good news is so far it's too peaceful to be quiet, to be scary, and unfortunately I've seen like 5 other humans out here. I haven't come face to face with any of them, but from a distance I gawked at them. So these are those holes I was looking at. Doesn't look very interesting on camera perhaps, but I tried getting up close to them, but there's this like washout area. It just gets a little bit too brushy for my liking. Guessing it's just water washout. I didn't set my campsite up to see sunset to the west. I'd have to walk a long ways to get to it. But I still get to see these rocks get lit up. Quite frankly, I think with Whitney and the kids a few weeks ago, I saw the nicest sunset I've ever seen. I'll put that in the books and hope for some stars tonight. And I also just kind of felt a little bit guilty sitting and watching a sunset all by myself. Not that I'm punishing myself with my campsite, but it's been my version of sunset tonight. And it is absolutely perfect, probably 65 degrees. Old man Buckley thought that was an animal for a second, but clearly it's not. Campfire in a can time. Starting to get pretty dark out here. Actually, it looks a lot lighter in my camera than it is in actuality. Cell phones. I went around the corner probably about a quarter of a mile earlier and stumbled upon a tent, which was awkward. I didn't see any people, but I feel like if I farted here right now, they would hear it. It's so quiet. So hopefully that happens. I'll let you guys know. Other than that, this is sayonara for the night. I think I'm gonna watch a movie for a while and then check out the stars. If I can see them on my camera, I'll show them. Morning, everybody. Go figure. I hike out this morning, see nothing. On my drive out, I finally see my goats. So these are bighorn sheep, I believe is what they are. They're just standing on the road. They don't give a damn that I'm here at all. There's some more up on the hill over here. Hike out was nice. I kind of booked it because I didn't want to get hot. So I had a nice breeze. And it stayed really cool last night. I even hit the snooze this morning, which is rare in a tent. Just about to head out of Badlands National Park. Successful trip. Got to see my goats.